Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome. So we'll be continuing our study of Sri Upadesamrita. We have not started yet, but we are in the process. So yesterday we were discussing about Srila Rupa Goswami's glories. Also we discussed about Srila Sanatan Goswami, the connection between Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami and Srila Jiva Goswami, as well as we discussed what are the 4 instructions given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Srila Rupa Goswami and other Goswamis. So one is uncover all Krishna's pastime places, then 2 to construct temples, install deities, and also 3rd is writing the Bhakti Shastras, 4th is to propagate the Vaishnava etiquette and also about the devotional service, right? And we also discussed that Srila Rupa Goswami is none other than Shri Rupa Manjari from Golaka Vrindavan, who is the dearmost, most intimate maid servant of Srimati Radharani, and there are so many services, all the 60,000 manjaris, not 60,000, 60 crore. Please don't think what kind of calculation is this. It is not something Adishayokti, but there are unlimited gopis, unlimited manjaris in the Golaka Vrindavan. It is mentioned in one of the Shastra that there are 60 billion manjaris. Please don't ask me. It's 6,000 crores. What they will be doing, you will be thinking. All of them, how they can serve Krishna, how they can serve Radha and Krishna. It is possible in Golaka Vrindavan. Golaka Vrindavan is a place like that. It's a place wherein each and every devotee will be getting an opportunity to serve Radha and Krishna, and that devotee will experience that I am serving Radha and Krishna. So it's not something Adishayokti or something, it will be inconceivable for me now, for us now, however it is possible. That is what is happening. And the main point is that if we are getting the blessings and mercy of all these Goswamis, our Acharyas, including Prabhupada and our Guru Maharaj, we will be also able to enter into that realm. Also, we also can be one among them. And we also will be participating in the services. How glorious is this Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara. I have already discussed about this in one of the class, I remember. Anarpida charim chirat karunayava tirno kalo samarpayitum unnada ujjalarasam sobhakti shriyam hari purata sundara dyudi kadamba sinti pitaha sadahradaya kandare spuratva shachinandana. This is a glorification in Chaitanya Charitamrita. That's a Mangalacharan, one of the Mangalacharan verses of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, wherein this is quoted by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita. However, this is from Rupa Goswami's work. This is from Rupa Goswami has wrote this, and it has been taken by, I think, Swarup Damodar Goswami and some other associates, and it is now in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So the point is that there in that verse it clearly says Anarpida Charim. Anarpida means this kind of blessing has not happened before. Anarpida Charim Chirat. For many billions of years this has not happened. What is that special mercy, special blessings? That Samarpida Unnada Ujjalarasam, the topmost mellow in the sense topmost rasa in the Golaka Vrindavan has not been brought to this material world by any avatars of Krishna, but only one person who has done one avatar, or he is not avatar, he is Krishna himself in the mood of Radharani, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has brought this, the high class, or we can say the topmost mellow, the topmost mood of serving Radha and Krishna as maid servant. That mood has been, that particular bhava has been brought from Golaka Vrindavan to this material world. That happened because of, and Mahaprabhu came for that actually, to give the topmost. Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the mode of Radharani. So Krishna and Radharani came together to give this as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that is our blessing actually. And he just came 5,000, not 5,000, just came 500 years before. And we are still having that mercy with, of Mahaprabhu. So that is the glory of all the acharyas, including we discuss about Srila Rupa Goswami. And Srila Prabhupada is mentioning in his purport also that about Rupa Goswami's glories. Oh, we did not chant the Shad Goswami Ashtagam today. At least, couple of verses were pending, right? I forgot about it. It's already 9:15. No problem. I will share. We need to chant this anyway. We have to do this. This is a prayer to the Goswamis. I think we discussed till 1, 2, 4. Up to 4 we discussed, right? I think 5, 6 and 7 is pending. These 3 we did not discuss. We did not chant it. So let us chant these 3 verses today. All of you can keep your mics mute. The melody is same. You can follow together. I will not be pausing. You can all sing together. Okay. Kujat kokila hamsa sarasagane kirne mayurakule nana ratna nibaddha moola vitapa Shri Yukta Vrindavane Radha Krishna Maharnisham Prabhajato Jivartado Yomuda Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau Sankhya Purvaganama Gana Natipi Kalavasani Kruto Nidrahara Viharakadi Vichitau Chatyanda Dinau Chayo Radha Krishna Guna Smrder Madhurima Nandena Sammohito Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau Radha Kundatate Kalinda Tanaya Tire cha Vamshivate Premon Madhavashada Shesha Dashaya Grastau Pramattau Sada Gayanto Chakada Harer Gunavaram Bhavabhibhutau Muda Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau. This is very beautiful verses. So we have to discuss from verse number 5, right? So Kujat Kokila Hamsa Sarasagane Kirne Mayurakule. So here our Srinivas Acharya says, Kujat Kokila. Okay, so he is offering obeisances to all the Goswamis, and he says that Kujat Kokila Hamsa Sarasagane Kirne Mayurakule. So all these Goswamis are engaged in worshipping Radha and Krishna in the land of Vrindavana, where there are beautiful trees, kokila pakshis, all the beautiful trees which are full of fruits, flowers, and so many. It's been Nana Ratna Nibata, and it is also, and the Vrindavan is having so many valuable jewels. So it's a beautiful scene actually. Here let us read here the translation of 5th verse. I offer my respectful obeisances to 6 Goswamis of namely Srila Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatan Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami and Gopal Bhatta Goswami, who were always engaged in worshipping Radha and Krishna in the transcendental land of Vrindavana, where there are beautiful trees full of fruits and flowers which have under their roots all valuable jewels. See, all these beautiful desire trees has jewels also underneath. And these the Goswamis are perfectly competent to bestow upon the living entities the greatest boon of life. That is what, they are like, they are the best or competent, or we can say the best personalities who can bestow, who can give blessings for all of us. And what blessings they can give? They can give the Radha Krishna Prema, because Radha Krishna Prema is in their heart. They are all maid servants of Radha and Krishna. So they will give the same Prema to us. They are the perfectly competent personalities. Now, sixth verse. Sixth verse is, this is very instructive verse. Sankhya Purvaga Nama Gana Natipi Kala Vasani Kruto. Here it says that Sankhya Purvaga means there is some Sankhya for. Sankhya means what? Count. So they are chanting of the holy names, they are counting. So we are all chanting 16 rounds. We say, why we need a 16 rounds? Why we have to have a count? We can chant without count also. What is the problem? Yes, we can chant always. We can without count also. But we need to chant with count also. That is Sankhya Purvaga. So our acharyas are teaching us, Goswamis are teaching us, we should do this. So why Sankhya Purvaga? They were doing Sankhya Purvaga. So consistently they were doing some Sankhya, and of course when they do other activities, they are always chanting. But Sankhya Purvaga Namagana is happening. So what are they doing? They are chanting the holy names in a fixed number of rounds, times, and not only that, Sankhya Purvaga Nama Gana Natibi. So they are chanting the holy names, they are doing kirtan, they are dancing in the kirtan also. All the Goswami. Then Nidra Hara Vihara Kati Vichito Chatyanda Dinau Chayo. So they are Nidra Hara Vihara Kati. They have completely abandoned Nidra, the sleep. And also the Ahara. They take, as I mentioned yesterday, they don't sleep much, and also they don't eat also. They very, very little, something they drink buttermilk or maybe one roti, that's all. So Nidrahara Vihara Kadi Vijudo Chatyanda Dinau Chayo. Then what are they giving? What are they absorbed with? Radha Krishna Guna Smrder Madhurima Nandena Sammohito. So they are completely utilizing their time in the service of Radha and Krishna. They are always, so Radha Krishnam Aharnisham Prabhajato. They are always remembering Radha and Krishna, even in the sleep also. And they are always they are very meek and humble, and they are always remembering the transcendental Nama Rupa Guna Leela of Radha and Krishna. That is there. These are the activities of Goswamis of Vrindavan. Now, last verse for today's discussion. Radha Kunda Tate Kalinda Tanaya Tire Cha Vamshivate. Here the our Srinivasacharya says, what are they doing? Radha Kunda Tate Kalinda Tanaya Tire Cha Vamshivate. Sometimes we can see all these Goswamis on the bank of Radha Kund. Sometimes we can see these Goswamis on the bank of Yamuna Ji. Sometimes at Vamshivat. Why? Because they are searching for Radha and Krishna. They are in the mood of separation. Premon Madhava Shada Shesha Dashaya Grastau Chapramattau Sada. Pramattau. They are completely mad. They are just appearing like madmen, full of ecstatic love for Radha and Krishna. And that ecstatic symptoms are being displayed. We can see that symptoms in the bodies of these Goswamis. Premon Mada, with the prema of Radha and Krishna, Radha Krishna prema, with that they become vashad, completely lost. They are behaving like a madmen. And what is that? Pramattau, it is completely maddened them, the prema, Radha Krishna prema in their heart. And they are looking and going to different places like Radha Kund, Yamuna, Vamshivat searching for Radha and Krishna. Where is my Radha Krishna? Where is my Radha Krishna? Oh Radhe, oh Devi, oh Lalite, oh Krishna, where are you? We discussed the last verse yesterday. No, I will just recite the last verse and conclude. He Radhe Vraja Devi Ke Chalalite, He Nanda Suno Kutaha, Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale, Kalindi Bane Kutaha, Goshanta Vidhi Sarvato Vrajapure, Kedair Mahavihvalo, Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugo, Shri Jiva Gopalako. So beautiful. I am not able to stop. So we have to move forward. So this is Shadagoswami Ashtakam from by Srinivasa Acharya. So very, very beautiful Ashtakam. We can all recite if possible every day. I mean, it's very, very, very glorious. So now we are now getting into the text. So before that, let me give an introduction to this. How this Upadesamrita came. So already we have discussed that Upadesamrita contains a very small book. I have the physical copy, but I can show you later on. Very small book, has 11 verses, 11 slokas. It's pure nectar from Srila Rupa Goswami, as I mentioned to you, right from the sadhaka's sense control till the highest, highest abode, which is Radha Kunda, and the Radha Krishna Prema has been given in this 11 verses. So the context is that once in Jagannath Puri is the place where Mahaprabhu was there after his sannyas. So he was in Jagannath Puri for 24 years. So once at Jagannath Puri, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took some of his intimate associates, devotees, to the shore of the Jagannath Puri ocean, and they were going there. By seeing the ocean, blue ocean, Mahaprabhu remembered Shyamasundar. Mahaprabhu, whenever he sees the ocean, he is remembering Yamuna. Oh, Yamuna, Yamuna. He will jump sometimes. Sometimes jump into the ocean in ecstasy, and then all the devotees will be completely thinking, what now Mahaprabhu? They cannot find Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu will go deeper into the ocean, and sometimes even he is lost also for a few days. It happened many times. So this time what is happening is that after seeing the ocean, Mahaprabhu is remembering Vrindavan, he is remembering Yamunaji, and he seeing the blue ocean water, in Jagannath Puri, he remembers Shyamasundara, and there are near to the shore there are trees and all. So he was remembering Vrindavan and Krishna, and in this ocean shore, in the beach, there is a big sand dune. We know the sand dune. What is sand dune? We are in the place of sand dunes. But this is not sand dune of this part of the world. We are talking about sand dunes of Jagannath Puri, Dham. Okay, so there, Mahaprabhu, when he is seeing the sand dunes, he is remembering Govardhan. He is remembering Giriraj Govardhan. And now what is happening is that he became overwhelmed with ecstasy of the separation of Radha and Krishna. He started running towards Govardhan. Oh Giriraj, Handaya Madri Rabala Haridasa Varyo Yadrama Krishna Charana Sparsha Pramodaha Manam Tanodi Sahago Ganayostayoryat Paniya Suyavasa Kandara Ganda Mulehi. Giriraj Govardhan is so glorious. Krishna's dear. So we have discussed about Giriraj some time back. So by seeing the sand dune, he remembered Govardhan, and he was running towards Govardhan. Oh Govardhan, oh Giriraj, where is Radha and Krishna? Asking, just shouting, and he is running towards Govardhan. And what happened is that he fell unconscious in ecstasy. And all the devotees came, all his associates, Swarup Damodar Goswami, Ramananda Rai, so many others were there. They were trying to revive Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he is now completely in ecstasy, in the spiritual. He is having the Ashtaswatika Vikara, all the bodily symptoms we can see, perspiration, then tears are coming, the body joints are separating. These are some of the ecstatic symptoms. We cannot understand it. First of all, there are 8 bodily symptoms. It will be manifested for pure devotees. Like these bodily symptoms are the symptoms of spiritual ecstasy. So some of the symptoms are like perspiration. Another symptom is like our body maybe sometimes elongate. The bonds will be separated, or sometimes the body will become shrink also. These symptoms will happen. Color of the body will change. There will be perspiration. All the hairs on our body will be standing on the end. Anyway, we don't know what all this. This is spiritual ecstasy. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was displaying that many times in his pastimes. So this time also he is in that mode. He is completely oblivious and he is completely unconscious. And devotees are trying to revive him back to the external consciousness. Chanting the holy names, chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Mahaprabhu is coming back to the normal consciousness. During that time, what he said, then he started opening his eyes. And Rupa Goswami was also there during that time, during this incident. So he called Rupa Goswami. He actually requested other devotee to ask Rupa Goswami to come near to him. Then all these devotees are sitting. And one devotee has kept Mahaprabhu on the lap, and Srila Rupa Goswami is sitting next to him, and Mahaprabhu is instructing all these devotees. He is giving some instructions, and that instruction, dear devotees, Srila Rupa Goswami recorded, and that instructions are these 11 verses of Upadesamrita, which directly came from the lotus lips of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to these devotees, to all his associates, and Srila Rupa Goswami noted down, and finally he made it into this Upadesamrita. So Upadesamrita, Upadesha means what? Upadesha means instruction. Amrita means what? Nectar. So what is Upadesamrita? Upadesamrita is nectar of instructions. And this Sri Upadesamrita is really a nectar. We will understand when we study through. So it is very important for all sadhakas, like all of us. Sadhakas means practicing devotees, to study the Upadesamrita. And our acharyas mentions that we should live and live according to this 11 verses of Upadesamrita. Not only that, we should put this Upadesamrita as a necklace on our neck. Means we have to always remember the instructions given by Srila Rupa Goswami through this wonderful text. In fact, that is Mahaprabhu. It came from the lotus mouth of Mahaprabhu, then given by Rupa Goswami. So that is the glory of this text, dear devotees. And we also already discussed yesterday, Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yana Bhutale. Mahaprabhu's internal desire. Mahaprabhu had a desire, right? Many desires. We discussed 4 desires. That was established by Rupa Goswami, especially in terms of writing the books and giving Vrindavan, speaking about Vrindavan, writing about Vrindavan, writing about Radha Krishna's pastimes, and so many things. Unparalleled works he has done. And it is, we don't have capacity to glorify him. And Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, he is glorifying Rupa Goswami profusely in his Chaitanya Charitamrita. He is saying that the topics of Radha and Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavana have been lost for many years. So it was completely unmanifested at one point. But Mahaprabhu had a desire to revive it back. And that desire Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Rupa Goswami, not only just told, he infused infuse the heart of Rupa Goswami with spiritual potency to enable him to manifest these pastimes of Radha and Krishna and the places of pastimes of Radha Krishna again. Just like Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye Muhyandi Yat Suraya. So we discussed how Krishna transferred the knowledge into the heart of Brahmaji. Similarly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is transferring that Radha Krishna's prema, and also the regarding the pastime places and everything, the glories of Vrindavan, everything, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Radha and Krishna. So he is giving everything through to the heart. With a Bluetooth transfer, he is transferring to Rupa Goswami, and Rupa Goswami is manifesting that for all of us. And this is the glory of Upadesamrita. So let us now go to the text. I will just open the first preface, introduction, I believe. Before that, I will just give a glance of this text. Basically, as I mentioned, there are 11 verses. So first two verses speaks about one subject. If you are writing the notes, you can note down. The first two verses speaking about what we need to avoid, or we can say avoid things which are unfavorable to bhakti. This is the theme of the first two verses. Okay, so we can say avoid things unfavorable to bhakti, that's the first two verses. Now, verse number 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, all this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 verses, 5 verses, he speaks about adopt things which are favorable to bhakti. So what is this? Accepting things favorable to bhakti. You remember we have discussed sometime in the class, Anukulyasya Sangalpa, Pratikulyasya Varjanam. Many times I quote this, the Sharanagati limp. Last class also we said. So the first is avoid unfavorable things, which is Pratikulyasya Varjanam. Unfavorable things for bhakti we have to avoid, that is Pratikulyasya Varjanam. Adopt things which are favorable to bhakti is accepting things favorable to bhakti, which is Anukulyasya Sangalpa. So the verse number 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 speaks about adopt things favorable to bhakti. So these are the two themes up to verse number 7. We will see there are details of it, we will discuss. And the final 4 verses speaks about reside in Braja, reside in Vrindavan. He speaks about the glory of Vrindavan and different places in sports of in Vrindavan, and finally glorifying Radha Kund, and which is the ultimate shelter, or is the ultimate or the highest spiritual place, or potent spiritual place even in the spiritual world. So he is taking us to that level. So this is the overall glance of Upadesamrita, and now we can slowly go into this. We can go into the preface. I want to share the screen. So I would like to take your help to read, because I really want to see your participation also. It is not that I am just speaking here, and some of you are attentive, I know. I don't know about others, but I want your help, so that you will be also engaged, I will be also engaged. So now let's read preface. Who would like to read? Yes, unmute.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah. Please read. Preface.
The Krishna consciousness movement is conducted under the supervision of Srila Rupa Goswami. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas or Bengali Vaishnavas are mostly followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of which the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan are the direct disciples. Therefore, Srila Narottama Das Thakur has sung Rupa Raghunatha Pade ha ibe akuti kabe hama bujahaba se yugala piriti. When I am eager to understand the literature given by the Goswamis, then I shall be able to understand the transcendental love affairs of Radha and Krishna.
Okay, Prabhu, you
Sri
can
Chaitanya.
pause now. You can pause now. I will just speak about it. So, yeah, so here Srila Prabhupada is writing this preface for all of us. He's speaking about Krishna conscious movement. See, very important point. Krishna consciousness movement means this Hare Krishna movement or the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, not only International Society of Krishna Consciousness, any Gaudiya, this is basically the Gaudiya Sampradaya, is conducted under the supervision of Srila Rupa Goswami. So yesterday also we discussed, it is under this Krishna consciousness movement is under the supervision of Srila Rupa Goswami, means he is the topmost acharya in the line, and also of course Mahaprabhu is there, then after that Srila Rupa Goswami's position is there, position comes, and that is the reason we are all called as Rupanugas. So Anuga means what? Followers. Rupa is Rupa Goswami. Rupanugas means followers of Rupa Goswami. And the Gaudiya Vaishnavas or Bengali Vaishnavas, Gaudiya Vaishnava means basically the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and they are mostly followers of Mahaprabhu, of whom 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan are his direct disciples. So we already yesterday discussed about Goswamis of Vrindavan, their connection with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Narottam Das Thakur, I hope all of you know the Acharya. We have discussed about him also. Not the past names, but you know the names. Narottam Srinivas and our Shyamananda Prabhu. Srinivas Acharya as glorified Goswamis, we already recited Shad Goswami Ashtakam. Srila Narottam Das Thakur also profusely glorifying all the Goswamis of Vrindavan. See, this is one of the song, one of the stanza from one of the song composed by Narottam Das Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur has composed hundreds of songs, Vaishnava songs, bhajans. So beautiful. I mean, unparalleled. Narottam Das Thakur is one of the greatest poet. And also Bhakti Vinod Thakur. See, these two personalities have composed so many beautiful Vaishnava bhajans. So whatever bhajans we do generally in our, during our kirtan and all, is mostly written either by Narottam Das Thakur or by our Bhakti Vinod Thakur, or there are other acharyas also, but predominantly these two. So he says, Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hai Ibe Akuti Kabe Hama Bujabe Se Yugala Piriti. Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hai Ibe Akuti Kabe Hama Bujaba Se Yugala Piriti. So he is saying, when I am eager to understand the literature given by the Goswamis, then I shall be able to understand the transcendental loving service of Radha Krishna. So what is the meaning of it? Only by studying the books, studying the literatures given by Goswamis, especially Rupa Raghunatha's name is mentioned, Rupa Goswami Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, his name is mentioned. However, or it could be Raghunath Bhatta Goswami also, but however it denotes all the Goswamis. So when we study the literatures given by the Goswamis, then only we can understand the loving services of Radha Krishna. So what are we speaking about? What are we speaking about Vrindavan? What are we speaking about Radha Krishna, Thakurji, Radha Ramanji, my Govindji, or my all these acharyas, the deities of Vrindavan. If we really want to understand them, if it has to really pierce our heart, we should follow the literatures of Goswamis. We should follow what their mood. We need to know what is their mood, what is given in the text. So it is predominantly, it's very important for us to study the books, to read the books. So it is not given by Prabhupada. This is the words of Srila Narottam Das Thakur, not anybody else, who is a great acharya. He is saying that if we want to have proper understanding of Radha Krishna's loving affairs and all, because we all desire to serve Radha Krishna, so we need to know their everything about them, at least something about them. So how we can understand? Through the literatures. How to tap these literatures? We are not having adhikar yet to touch these literatures for sure, except few like Upadesamrita and others. Before that, we need to study the books like Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and all the other texts and purpose of Prabhupada and our. Then only we can come to this stage. So even if we are not taking efforts to study that Prabhupada books, then what are we going to do? When we are going to read all these Goswami's text? When in this lifetime, 100 lifetimes after, or 1000 lifetimes after, we need to take a decision. If you really want to have, we say Radha Krishna Seva Pavo Evulashi, what is that? It is not something cheap. The goal is so high. The goal is so high. It's not easy as we think. So we have to really work for it. We have to put our full efforts. Then Krishna's mercy will come, Guru's mercy will come, Guru will come into our life and Guru will help us. But initiative has to be there from our side. If we are like lukewarm, we will be always lukewarm. And for all these, we need the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most merciful incarnation. If you take shelter of him, things will change. We cannot approach Radha Krishna directly. Forget about it. Forget about it. We cannot approach. We don't have any adhikar. We don't have any qualification. I am sorry to say this. This is the truth. Said by acharyas, not by me. To approach Radha Krishna, forget. If we don't have adhikar, we are not qualified. We should approach them through our acharyas like Goswamis. First Mahaprabhu, taking shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. And which includes all our acharyas, including our Guru Maharaj. Then something can happen. Otherwise, what we are speaking about Vrindavan and all this, it's simply by name only. We may have some feelings in the heart, we may have some attachment, but it will not be sustainable. It will not be sustainable. And also it should lead to the goal of life also, right? That can be only possible through the shelter of Mahaprabhu and the acharyas. There is no other shortcut. We cannot approach Radha Krishna directly. That is for sure. They are so high. So by this Acharya's mercy, Mahaprabhu's mercy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna only, but the heart is, the mercy is more than Radha and Krishna, because it's a different special type of incarnation, special type of manifestation basically. Radha and Krishna only, but their mood is completely compassionate mode. So that is something different. So Krishna can take any mood, right? He can come as Narasimha, he can come as Vishnu, he can come as Varaha Dev. In many ways he can come. However, the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is something unparalleled. He is ready to give Krishna Prema even to unqualified people like all of us. So we need the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So how to get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Follow his instructions. What is his instruction? Chant Hare Krishna properly. Study Shastra, study Bhagavatam Shastras properly, and follow your Guru's instruction. This is what Mahaprabhu, and follow the Vaishnava etiquettes. This is what Mahaprabhu says. And you study and give Krishna consciousness to others. You become a devotee and give this to others. This is what Mahaprabhu says. And if you do that, of course, Kirtan is part of that. So Shravanam, Kirtanam and all this. So if we do that, we will get. Anyway, I'm sorry. Maybe I would have, little heavy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in order to bestow upon. Okay, please continue, Prabhu. Yeah, sorry. Please read.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in order to bestow upon human society the benediction of the signs of Krishna. The most exalted of all the activities of Lord Krishna are his pastimes of conjugal love with the gopis. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the mood of Srimati Radharani, the best of the gopis. Therefore, to understand the meaning of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, follow in his footsteps, one must very seriously follow in the footsteps of the six Goswamis, Sri Rupa, Sanatana, Bhatta, Raghunatha, Sri Jiva, Gopala Bhatta, and Dasa Raghunatha.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Sri,
Thank you. Yeah, just
right.
yeah. So here, whatever we spoke, Prabhupada is saying here. No, I just spoke from this. I just expanded what Prabhupada is saying here only. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is coming here to give us signs of Krishna, correct? And I already discussed Anarpita Charim Chirat, that verse also. This mood of conjugal mood of gopis and manjaris and maidservants. This was unknown in this world, but it was given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he came, he is Radha and Krishna combined. And his mission, what is his mission? So Prabhupada mentions here, to understand the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and follow in his footsteps. What is the criteria? He is saying, we have to, one must, this is Prabhupada's words, please read carefully. One must very seriously follow in the footsteps of six Goswamis. Then Sri Rupa, Sri Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath, Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath. So we have to follow all the Goswamis, Prabhupada says. Now he says, Sri Rupa Goswami was the leader of all Goswamis. Okay, Ram Kumar Prabhu, can you read?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Sri Rupa Goswami was the leader of all the Goswamis, and to guide our activities, he gave us this Upadesmitra,
Amrita.
the nectar, Amrita, the nectar of instruction to follow. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left behind him the 8 verses known as
Shiksha.
Sikastaka, Rupa Goswami gave us Upadeshamitra so that we may become pure Vaishnavas.
Okay. So
all-
Shri Rupa, yeah, 1 second, Prabhu. Shri Rupa Goswami, we already discussed, is the lead. Prabhupada mentions here also, leader of all Goswamis, and he has given this Upadeshamrita, nectar of instruction, to follow all of us, to guide our activities. See, please underline this. To guide our activities and to follow, Rupa Goswami has given these 11 instructions. And as this is how, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us Shikshashtagam. Shikshashtagam is 8 verses. That's directly came from the lotus mouth of Mahaprabhu. Similarly, Rupa Goswami is giving us Upadeshamrita. Again, it is rooted from Mahaprabhu only. However, Rupa Goswami has compiled it. Right? So, for what? Again, another underlining, we should underline this also. So that we may become pure Vaishnava. See? So, here, to guide our activities and to follow. Secondly, Prabhupada mentions that this Upadeshamrita is so glorious that if we follow that, we may become pure Vaishnavas. Right? Now, please read this also.
In all spiritual affairs, one's first duty is to control his mind and senses. Unless one controls his mind and senses, one cannot make any advancement in spiritual life. Everyone within this material world is engrossed in the mode of passion and ignorance. One must promote himself to the platform of goodness, Tattvaguna, by following the instruction of Rupa Goswami, and then everything concerning how to make further progress will be revealed.
Okay. Hold, please pause. So here it is mentioned, this is also important. In all spiritual affairs, please underline again, one's first duty is to control his mind and senses. Then, unless one controls his mind and senses, one cannot make any advancement in the spiritual life. Very clear. This is very important. Controlling the senses, controlling the urges, controlling the mind is very, very important. For if we really wish to progress in bhakti, we cannot just leave our mind and senses without attention, and parallelly we are doing chanting and so many other things. Something will, some progress, little bit progress will be there because of the power of chanting. However, but the result will be very, very slow. So sense control is very important. We will discuss much more details in the first verse of this Upadesamrita. So I am not going to discuss more about it. Just a glimpse Prabhupada is given here. Everyone, okay, with the material world is engrossed with the mode of passion and ignorance. We know that. The different modes of material nature. Prabhupada says, at least one should come to the level of Sattva-guna, then following the instructions of Rupa Goswami, and then finally more by performing devotional services, then we can progress. So that is what Prabhupada mentions. Yeah. Please read this. Divesh Prabhu. Are you there?
Hare Krishna. Advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of the follower. A follower of the Krishna consciousness movement should become a perfect Goswami. Vaishnavas are generally known as Goswamis. In Vrindavana, this is the title by which the director of each temple is known. One who wants to become a perfect devotee of Krishna must become a Goswami. Go means the senses, and the Swami means the master. Unless one controls his senses and mind, one cannot become a Goswami. To achieve the highest success in life by becoming Goswami and then a pure devotee of the Lord, one must follow the instruction of the known as Upadesamrita, which have been given by Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami has given many other books such as Upadesamrita Sindhu, Vidagdha Madhava and Lalita Madhava and Upadesamrita, but Upadesamrita constitutes the first instructions for the neophyte devotees. One should follow these instructions very strictly. Then it will be easier to make one's life successful. Hare Krishna. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami.
Read a full Prabhu.
September 20, 1975, Vishwarupa Mahotsava, Krishna Balarama Mandir, Ramana Reti, Vrindavana, India.
So Prabhupada has written, thank you Prabhu. Prabhupada has written this preface in 1975 on September 20th in sitting in the Krishna Balaram temple of Vrindavan. So this is, again, if you have pen and pencil, you please note down. Those who don't have the copy of Upadesamrita, do not worry, you will get this week if you really need it. You have to just let me know. Right. For Mataji and Prabhu, I will provide. Yes. See, this is a very important. Advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of the follower. Very deep statement. If we really want to advance in Krishna consciousness, if we want to really advance in bhakti, dear devotees, that is depending upon our attitude. How much serious we are, how much importance we are giving for this process, how much we are prioritizing this process. Otherwise, advancement will not happen. This is the words of our great Acharya Prabhupada is saying that. So, it is not a surprise if somebody is not putting any efforts or somebody is becoming lazy and not prioritizing Krishna consciousness, the progress will be slow. And if somebody is putting efforts, taking this process seriously and at the same time praying to Krishna for help, getting the help of Krishna and Acharyas, we can see them very fast moving in this path. So what Prabhupada is saying that advancement depends upon the attitude of the follower. So what is our attitude? So please analyze this statement by yourself and see where you are, and whatever actions we need to take, we can take. It's a self-analysis sentence. Yes, now he says, a follower of Krishna consciousness movement should become a perfect Goswami. See, this is the vision of Prabhupada. See, Prabhupada wanted to see all of us to become pure devotees. Goswamis means pure devotees, basically. The Vaishnavas are generally known as Goswamis. So Prabhupada says it. Vrindavana, it's a title also. We see, it will be for many devotees in Vrindavan also we see. However, the meaning is that Go means senses, Swami means the master. That means one who is who has all his senses under complete control. He is called as Goswami. Unless one controls his senses and mind, one cannot become a Goswami. Very clear. Huh? Very clear statement. So see this. So see the vision of Prabhupada, or see what Prabhupada is expecting from all of us. A follower of Krishna conscious movement should become a perfect Goswami. So Prabhupada is very compassionate. He is not talking about anything else. He is saying that this Krishna conscious movement or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be happy, because Krishna conscious movement is Mahaprabhu's. And Mahaprabhu will be happy to see devotees are becoming perfect Goswamis, or means perfect devotees. Means becoming pure devotees, basically. And the first step for it is controlling the mind and senses. Yeah, and to achieve that, see, and the solution is also there. We have the way. How to do it? It is mentioned here. To achieve the highest success in life by becoming a Goswami and then a pure devotee of the Lord, one must, again Prabhupada is saying must, using the word must, one must follow the instructions of Upadesamrita, which has been given by Srila Rupa Goswami. And Srila Rupa Goswami has given, this is other books he has written, Upadesamrita Sindhu, Vidagdha Madhava, Lalita Matava, Upadesha. But so all these are high level texts. We are not having adhikar yet to touch it. Upadesamrita Sindhu to an extent we can do, but Vidagdha Madhava, Lalita Madhava we cannot now. But Upadesamrita, Prabhupada says, constitutes first instructions for the neophyte devotees. Means for all the sadhakas also this book is applicable. Not only for the sadhakas, even for the pure devotees also, they also take shelter of Upadesamrita. Then Prabhupada says, one should follow these instructions very strictly. Again Prabhupada is giving an instruction to us. One should follow these instructions given by Rupa Goswami very strictly. Then what will happen if you do that? Then it will be easier to make one's life successful. Hare Krishna. So then only our life will become successful, our spiritual life will be successful if we follow the instructions. So these instructions are basically, you can take the essence of all instruction from all Shastras. Is given in this few verses of Upadesamrita. So if we really understand and if we internalize it, if we follow that in our life, we will be successful. 100%. We will become pure devotees in this life. This is the power of the words of Acharyas like Prabhupada and Rupa Goswami and Prabhupada. It is there, we should not have any doubt. It's not just reading it and understanding it, or not just reading and finishing the book. By internalizing it, what is there, how to follow this in my life, where I am standing now, what are the steps I should take, how should I improve. This is what we have to do. Then things will be perfect. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Rupa Goswami ki jai, Samaveda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gaudiya Guru Vrinda ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna.